Hey agents, and welcome to Shadow Gaming. Today we got the target of loot allocation for August 12th, 2020. Subscribe and like if you enjoy the content, and just a heads up, I'm still editing my new shotgun DPS survivability build, so that should be out today. Look around for it, turn on those bell notifications. I should have it out hopefully in the next few hours, if not later today. I'll probably post about it before I actually upload it so you guys get it. Anyway, let's get started and dive right into this. So we got shotguns at DZ West, we got Richter and Kaiser at DZ South, we got Badger Tough at DZ East. Unfortunately, there's not really anything in the DZ today, and you know, I guess that can be kind of a good thing to take a break from the DZ. Now, Badger Tough, you could get the perfectly unbreakable chest piece, the Zero F's chest piece, but it's not a DZ exclusive, so you don't have to go to the Dark Zone to get it. And I don't see Badger Tough anywhere else today, at least in DC area. So if you do want to farm for it, I would wait for it, because usually even if you do get a good named piece in the DZ, it doesn't really roll like heroic loot in DC does, so you might want to wait on that one. Richter and Kaiser at DZ South, nothing special about that. And then shotguns at DZ West. This has been popping up as targeted loot quite a bit the past week or so. Like I always say, you can get the rock and roll shotgun with perfect extra, which is a great shotgun, and it's an automatic one as well. And then you can also get the Sweet Dreams exotic shotgun as well. Alright, highlights for the north side, we got knee pads at Camp White Oak, assault rifles at Coney Island Ballpark, Douglas and Harding at Coney Island Amusement Park, and knee pads again at Manning National Zoo. Ninja Bike Messenger knee pads, Sawyer's knee pads, Fox's Prayer knee pads. You can get all that at Camp White Oak or Manning National Zoo. I like Camp White Oak more than Manning National Zoo, although I can never matchmake for it. So hopefully if you're in the Discord server, which is linked in the pinned comment section below if you haven't joined yet, go ahead and join. It's open. You could look for a group to do this with if you're finding a tough time matchmaking for it on all the consoles and PC, if you're looking for any of those three or any knee pads for your build. Assault rifles, if you're looking for the Chameleon or a top tier one like the FAMAS, the G36, Police M4. There's a lot of good assault rifles. I always list them in each video. Douglas and Harding, if you're looking for the Punch Drunk Mask, that gives you 20% hot headshot damage baked in. And then it gives you that pistol damage for the first piece as well. Alright guys, highlights for the west side. We got Mass at Downtown West, Hana U at Bank HQ, and Grupo Sombro at Constitutional Hall, Douglas and Harding at DCD headquarters, and Wyvernware at Potomac Event Center, gloves over here at Lincoln Memorial, and holsters at West Potomac Park, assault rifles at Tidal Basin, and Petrov at the Pentagon. So I wouldn't even farm Petrov if you're looking for contractors gloves. I would farm Lincoln Memorial, and it's a kind of a 2-for-1 today because it's a Black Tusk invaded mission, which you could run over and over again as well. The BTSU gloves have a higher drop rate chance from the Black Tusk, so if you're looking for those today, and the contractors gloves, or if you're just looking for the contractors gloves in general, I would farm the gloves targeted loot instead of Petrov, and just my personal experience, that's how I usually get it to drop. And then of course holsters, Imperial Dynasty holster, and then the Forge, which gives you that 50% shield health, and then assault rifles at Tidal Basin if you don't want to go to Coney Island Ballpark, which I assume you don't. And then Wyvernware for that 10% skill damage, Grupo Sombros, 1 piece for 15% crit hit damage, 2 piece for explosive skill builds because it gives you 15% explosive damage, Mask, Coyote's Mask, Vile Mask if you're refarming it, Hana U for the force multiplier, it gives you perfect combined arms. Now, if you want to get that, then I would of course go with this right here. You got perfect combined arms. Shooting an enemy increases total skill damage by 30% for 3 seconds. I love this backpack. And when the mods get turned generic in TU11, that red mod slot that it always comes with, that'll be generic, and you could throw on like a skill haste mod on that when TU11 comes out. And then Fenris if you need that 10% assault rifle damage to your DPS build or whatever build you're running. Alright guys, highlights for the east side, we got Providence Defense at Grand Washington Hotel, and submachine guns at Judiciary Square. We do got Seska at Jefferson Trade, and Overlord at Federal Triangle, Murakami at American History, Walker Harrison Co. at Southwest, and light machine guns at Space Administration, and gear sets at Viewpoint Museum. So for the No Hope Hotel XP farm, which a few people have had trouble with this, and the demolition site, you just sit behind that desk in the lobby, and then once you clear it all out, you go back behind that desk and reset it. It should work. Sometimes it'll send you back to a safe house or the White House, but if you do it 3 or 4 times, it stops doing that. but normally it never happens to me. If you're looking for like the chain killer with perfect headhunter, and then you can get the matador from the targeted loot rewards. Like when you complete an activity, like you say you clear No Hope Hotel, you do have a small chance to get the matador backpack as well from the targeted loot reward. And if you're looking for the Bullet King Pestilence, Good Times name machine gun, and new reliable name light machine gun, you can get that as Space Administration. And then Wyvernware Jefferson Plaza if you don't want to farm over here at Potomac Event Center. Murakami's great for that 10% skill duration. And gear sets, System Corruptions DZ only. And then Foundry Bulwark and Future Initiative chest and backpack pieces are still raid exclusives. Submachine guns at Judiciary Square, so if you're looking for Lady Death or you're refarming the Chatterbox for another one. And then Providence Defense at Grand Washington Hotel, so you always want that 3-piece for your DPS build, and you can get the Sacrifice with Perfect Glass Cannon. Overlord's great for the Fox's Prayer knee pads, but I recommend farming knee pads for that. It's up to you though, you can get them either way. And then Seska gives you that 10% crit hit chance from the first set bonus if you're missing, you know, some crit hit chance. You want to get it up to 60, at least 55 minimum, maximum. Well, minimum you want 55% crit hit chance or so. Alright guys, let's check out New York City and then I'll let you guys go. Alright, so we got MMRs at the Tombs and Gear System Mods at Civic Center, Seska at 2 Bridges and 511 at Stranded Tanker, Arelda Holdings at Pathway Park and Socolo Concern at Battery Park, Alp Summit at Financial District, China Light at Wall Street, and Rifles at Liberty Island. Now Liberty Island still is kind of bugged with Keener. He can be invulnerable sometimes and it's ridiculous. You have to wipe and do it all over again. Well, at least the fight with Keener. Unless it's on heroic, then you have to do the whole... Well, no, it would reset you. It's a boss checkpoint, sorry. You can get the Diamondback, the Merciless, a good classic M1A. I like to roll Boomerang on it. Also Ranger if you're at a longer range area like Roosevelt Island. And then of course Lucky Shot like Baker's Dozen named M1A is really good as well, probably for console players. Gear System Mods, I mentioned this yesterday. I did farm Gear System Mods yesterday and I got a 12% skill haste mod. It took me like 2 missions before it dropped, so if you're looking for a maxed out mod, you can farm the Gear System Mod targeted loot and it might drop for you. And then Arelda Holdings is great for the perfect headhunter build, like headshot builds. You get that marksman rifle damage and then 2 pieces 15% headshot damage. And then Socolo Concern, you can run that with the Lady Death build, or you can just run it if you're running any SMG. And then Seska if you want to farm 2 Bridges open world NYC instead of the mission DC. And then 511 tactical, and it's just adding extra health if you're like a tank build. That's about it guys for the NYC targeted loot. Alright agents, well thanks for watching, I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you do, subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care agents.